We'll just start that one up. Okay, so going back to your fan now. Well, I've just increased it to 30 degrees, so we should be able to get boost on the fan now. Okay, so you got eco, high or boost. If I just click on boost. So what that will do now is, obviously to get up to that temperature of 30 degrees, it's going to push the fan really quickly to try and warm the room up. The only issue with that is it's obviously going to take the heat away from the boiler. So your water's not going to get to the temperature until it's reached up to the temperature in the room. If you can hear the fan coming on now.
Yeah.
Can't quite hear because all I can hear is rain on the roof. Okay, so once it reaches the temperature of 30 degrees, or whatever temperature you set, then the fan will die down, and obviously it'll keep more heat towards the boiler then. Obviously, the only time you're really going to use it on boost is when it's obviously when you first get into your van and it's quite cold, you want to get the heat up rather quickly.
It's probably the same for the water as well when you first come in.
That's it, yeah.
Or you get up.
It depends how desperate you are for hot water, but obviously heating the room obviously can obviously be quite more important perhaps. Okay, so that's your basics of getting it up and running.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Further what we've got here as well is your clock. So if I just click on that one, so it asks, the first thing it asks is what hour. So you just turn that to whatever hour it is. 2 or 14 even. Click on that, so then it asks you for your minutes, which is around about 49-ish. Click on that, so that's your time. If you look on the main screen now, it should flash between temperature I've set and the time. Okay?
Okay.
It has also got a timer on the system, so this is the timer at the bottom left. So you obviously get that flashing, click on the button, so it'll ask you for start times. I'll say, well, I'm going to set it for, say, come on, 7 o'clock in the morning, hours or minutes. End time, I'll say, set it to go off again at 10, hours or minutes. We'll ask you if you want to turn the heating on, and what temperature. Your water heater on, if you want to bring that to come on at the time. What energy you're going to use, and what fan you're going to use. Then it just asks if you want it on, yes, click it, and you see the icon at the top right hand corner. That's to say your timer is set.
Oh right, okay, so like in the morning you can set that to come on in the morning.
If you want to,
Okay.
If you haven't had it running all night, you can just get it set to come on in the morning, or whatever time you want it set to come on. If you want to take the timer off, obviously get the icon flashing in the bottom left corner, click on it, and it just asks you, do you want to switch it off? Yeah, just click on that. Obviously the icon's gone on the top right hand corner, so that's your timer switched off.
Right, okay.
Okay, there's further menu. So this spanner, we'll get that flash in, click on that. Offset, obviously this is thermostatically controlled heating. So obviously if you imagine it thinks that it's at maximum, obviously you won't allow the fan to come on to heat your room. So you may need to calibrate it with that's what that is. Okay. That one temperature you can change temperature at range from centigrade to Fahrenheit. Brightness of your screen. So if it's too bright, you can obviously decrease it or increase it if you want it brighter. 12 or 24-hour clock. So you want to set it either or. Language, if you want to talk French or Italian to it, you can. Index with this one, if you're talking to your engineer on the phone and obviously you're having problems, he might ask you to click on that just to find out what actual system it will tell you a certain load of numbers and letters to say what the actual system is that you're actually talking to him about.
Yeah.
And then must be at least one left. Offset, temperature, right, language, reset. So that reset again, if you're having problems with your boiler, clicking on reset, obviously it'll reset it. Obviously it should go back to factory settings, and if you have any problems, reset itself.
Right,
again, the engineer, if you're talking to the engineer again over the phone, he might ask you to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But the main one is obviously getting your heating up and running, your water heating. You happy with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now to get your energy up.
Yeah.
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 Good. Right. So that's dull at the moment because it does that. Obviously, save a bit of energy. If I just press any button, it just lights it up, just brighter. On/off button, just press and hold to switch that on or off. Oh, which I've just done, which I wasn't expecting to do. So it's run on gas. So if you switch it off on gas, it will remember that. Obviously, as long as it's gas is connected, when you connect it back up again, it will be searching for gas. Again, obviously, as long as it's switched on.
Okay.
Electric. To fire the gas up, all you do is just press that, and it will automatically light. It will let you know if it fails. So what I'll do, I'll just put it onto the 12 volt. That's failure. Okay. So that 12 volt is when it's connected to the car, and obviously when you're travelling and the engine's running, that will supply 12 volt to your fridge.
Right.
It won't cool the fridge down, it just maintains the temperature inside your fridge.
Right.
Okay? So you need to cool the fridge down before you travel if you want to operate it on that.
Right.
Okay, if it's doing that on the gas, that means the gas hasn't lit. Okay, so obviously check the usual things, you've turned your gas on, you have got gas, and all you do is just press that hazard button there, and it will reattempt to light it. You can have an operate on gas for a while. Obviously, most people tend to, when you pay for the pitch, you get electric with it. You use electric. Just fire your gas up every now and again. But if you haven't, it will take 2 or 3 attempts to light it. So each time it fails, press it. What it's trying to do is purge the air out of the system to get to your gas.
Right.
Okay. I'll just put it back on electric. This side of it is your temperature range. All 5 lit. That means that's the coldest your fridge is going to be. So obviously it's coming out frozen butter, then obviously it's too cold. About 2 or 3 is around about right. Obviously it depends on the temperature outside. Okay. To open it, just press the big button on the top. And then inside here, but next to the blue light, is this little contraption here.
Yeah.
That's to operate off the door mechanism itself to hold the door open when you're in storage. Obviously allows air to circulate around.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you're pushing it all the way back in, because if you don't and it's stopping the door,
Yeah.
obviously shutting correctly and not sealing, obviously you'll be ringing up saying the fridge doesn't work.
Yeah.
But you see this button here, to get that out, you need to like push it against the wall and slide it towards you,
Right.
Yeah.
and that will just click on the door mechanism itself, keep the door open enough just to air circulate. Open it by operating the door mechanism itself. Okay,
Okay.
that shuts there. Cooker, really straightforward again. 12-volt igniter.
Yeah.
You keep changing the control zones just to confuse them. Okay, it hasn't got a cut-off device on the lid, so be very careful. It's obviously cold before you put the glass lid down. Grill, once your grill pan's inside. Okay. Handle just inside there.
So you don't need to press the button for the grill. You
Yes.
just press
no,
it.
no, yeah, no, you do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you should,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you still
Yeah.
need to do that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. An oven, same again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Just a bit longer. Okay.
Yeah.
Microwave. If you can see that it's not on at the moment.
Okay.
What this has got is what is called an eco button. Obviously, you get a big sticker there just to give you an idea of what it does. But that one there, you need to press that to wake it up. Okay. And obviously, it's just 10 minutes there, 1 minute or 10 seconds. Away you go. Okay. Big button obviously opens it. Obviously, don't travel with
Yeah.
that in there, because if that drops on this kind of surface, you're going to go straight through it and cause a lot of damage. Okay. I'm just trying to think where the. Put it in that one. Yeah, that's it. So there's your solar panel regulator.
Yeah.
Totally automatic. You don't need to switch anything on or off. It will feed the battery when the voltage drops. I'm not sure on the lights of this one because this is an afterfit market one. So I don't know if you can see there. Gives you stop charging status. So that's roughly the top one at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not going to operate in dark, but you can see it, obviously as the charging status is less. Obviously, the different lights light up. What's that one say? I can read it. Something to do with temperature on that one as well.
Yeah.
So the green light at the top there obviously says you have got daylight. And you are getting some power to your battery, or my battery as it is. Okay. Obviously, lights will go out. Obviously, if it's dark outside, obviously it's not going to operate. If the battery's fully charged, obviously it doesn't need to operate. Also, if you've got your 240, it's fairly straightforward. You see the green light on it?
Yeah.
If it's green, it's got a signal. If it goes red, then you haven't.
Yeah.
So obviously it's quite good here because we've got the rake in here, so it's going to pick a decent signal. But as you're turning it, so if you're turning this, you can see if it goes to green, obviously you know you've got a good signal. But if you're in a bad area, it doesn't matter how good signal can be quite bad anyway. But
Yeah.
especially in Wales or Cumbria or somewhere like that, you can have bad. It's like Russian doll. What we've got inside here is that's, as you can see there. Yeah. So this is not the actual lock. This is just a thing that sits inside the wheel shape.
Oh, right.
Okay. So it sits on the spoke of the wheel. So that's that shape there. Look.
Yeah.
So that sits into that. You've got inside here. This is actual lock in here.
Oh, right.
Okay. So what you do is, well, I'll pull that off there. You obviously need to make sure you register this with Alco,
Okay.
and then I'll put that on top of there so you can see that. Okay. If you don't, and you lose the key, you can be expect. I think it says something like 250 quid or something like that.
Right.
If you go and lose that, and you're not registered. So if you're registered, obviously it's going to be easy to get. So that actually screws into the receiver in the wheel. So that's like goes into that. That's the spanner. Well, that's
this is instead of one of the wheel locks?
no, that actually goes in the middle of the wheel. I'll show you after. There's in the centre. If you imagine on the back of the axle there, that you'll see a yellow cover,
Oh, right.
and it actually screws through using that. That is the spanner to tighten it up. Okay.
Right.
And then this is the actual lock. So this key operated lock here. So this is the actual lock. Loose, turn the key, that allows the ball bearings to go in.
Yeah.
That slides into that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Then there's no way that's coming out.
Get you. Yeah.
You've got a dust cap there, make sure you put that on when you're obviously operating it. You don't want any.
Okay.
You see that there?
Ah,
So you
yeah.
can plug your
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you want into MP3 or not MP3,
iPad.
iPad or anything like that. Yeah, anything posh like that. You have got them for obviously poorer ones of us who've got an MP3 player. You can plug it into that one. That's your on-off button there. It's also your source button, so tuner, AM, FM. USB button there, so if you're obviously plugged into that, you can switch it to that. Search left and right there. It has actually got a CD player as well, even though it has got USB on there. Obviously presets across there. Volume button. Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that.